All right, everybody, buckle up, strap in, roll up your windows, lock your doors. We're here at Angel Stadium, Anaheim 1. Let's roll in, check it out. Let's get started. All right, buckle up, strap in, roll up your windows, lock your doors. We're in Anaheim, California, and there it is, Angel Stadium, the Gladiator Dome, where it's all about to go down. First step, get parked, get to the stadium. Tons of tailgaters, tons of people pumped to be at the races. This thing was practically sold out. $50 to park your car in there, getting kind of steep. I remember when I first started going to these races, $10. Now it's up to 50. Welcome to the inflation era in America. Prices soaring, but we'll get to more of that later. Let's go ahead and roll in and get started and see what we can get into at Anaheim. All right, we made it in. Now let's go ahead and roll through the stadium and try to get to the track to see what's going on. So far, so good. Smooth sailing, no hiccups, ready to rock and roll. Kids are having fun. People are pumped. The electricity is high. It's Anaheim 1. And like we know our good friend Ricky says, you can't win the championship at Anaheim 1, but you can lose it. More about that one later. Let's keep cruising. Okay, here we go. We're about to get the first look at the Gladiator Dome Supercross, or like Ricky likes to say, SMX, SMX, SMX. And here we go. Check out all the fans ready to see what the action's gonna hold. Watching their favorite rider, who's looking good, who's not, and it was great. There was a battle going for the top qualifier between Jet, Chase, and Tomac, and the crowd was pumped when Tomac finally emerged victorious as our fast qualifier. But this was pretty sick. A lot of people rolling in to check this thing out. Let's go ahead and jump behind this chick. She's on crutches. She might have crashed her quad. Here's my road dog, Potsy. We used to ride two strokes together back in the day. What up, bro? All right, let's keep cruising through this stadium and see what else we can find. Do a little whistle blowing, and you know where we got to do some whistle blowing? In the pits. Let's go ahead and check out what's going on down in FanFest. Here you go. Right as you walk in, what do you see? That's right, the chosen one, the Moto Messiah, the Wonder Boy's bike on display where you can go. Well, it's a replica bike. That's not actually his bike. It's just a replica. It's not even his bike, and they want you to pay to get a picture with it. Well, jump in line. Wait, what? There is no line. People are like, sorry, not gonna pay for a picture with the Wonder Boy's bike. Let's keep cruising through the pits and see what else we can find. All right, here we go. FanFest 2025, Angel Stadium, A1, the Battlegrounds. We got a little time before racing starts, so of course you're gonna take a lap around the pits and see what you can find. And here we go. First up, the Fly Racing Hospitality Pit. Fly's making a big push now, sponsoring people like Cooper Webb and some heavy hitters, where in the past they always had to bottom feed with the privateers. Stepping up their game, saying what's up to Walty. What up, G?
Or Jets, one of the two.
Let's go ahead and sneak in and see what Honda HRC is up to. They're just hanging out, doing their thing as well. Let's keep moving along. Next up, the freestyle dudes. We had Alex Hodges, Twitch, and some of the other boys busting out some tricks. Right, now that we got that out of the way, let's check out Kickstart Kenny Zone. And here's the thing, brothers. Suzuki is basically reduced to this. 3 Suzukis were the only Suzukis in the pits that I saw. Do you know how many Suzukis were in the main for the 250s? A 0. No Suzukis. In fact, I'm not sure there were any 250 Suzukis out there. Period. I saw none. And our boy, Colt Nichols, again, just can't buy a break. The dude didn't even make the main event. Dude got ousted during the LCQ. Now, here we go. Danger Boy is, in fact, selling merch at the event. It would appear. Here is his merch setup. Now, I'm not sure if they're letting him sell his merch or just set it up. I'm sure Feld's like, no, 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 no. Unless you're giving us a piece of the action, you cannot sell. But they had their merch on display. Now, here's the other thing, friends. I just showed you the HRC pits, and it was virtually empty. Now, Jetson has lost the basically popularity contest. Deegan has trumped him. Deegan and Star Racing, well, no, understandably so. I mean, every bike out there practically is Star Racing these days, and even Bar X has went Yamaha now, so Suzuki's really bummed. But we have, in fact, the biggest crowds were around the Deegs and Star Racing camp. It was insanity. That is where everybody is going. And you got to admit, as much as I love Jetson, Deegs is just keeping it more real. He is more authentic. Now, not to say that the Wonder Boy isn't keeping it real or authentic. I think he got gobbled up by the Moto machine, and he's just having a hard time recovering that. He's going to have to earn people's respect more. The bigger question was, is he going to have Boo Birds show up during opening ceremonies? And that was a trip. We will get to that here in a minute when we go get to our seats. I'm going to tell you guys what I heard and what I saw in terms of the Wonder Boy and his reception at the opener at Supercross. It was insane. Go Monster Energy Kawasaki with Prado and El Hombre. And there's El Hombre's bike getting worked on from our boy, his mechanic, saying, "What's up to Walties Wanders? What's up, bro? You guys hit the podium. That was sick." Next up, Team Ricky. Team Triumph Racing. And here we go. Let's take a sneak peek and see what we can see. Now, we had Styles Robertson and Jordan Smith both lining it up for the West, as Austin Faulkner is now going east, as Jalik Swoll has had a problem. So apparently Austin Faulkner is going to have to hold it down in the east. But Jordan Smith pulls the first podium for Triumph. Gnarly. Those guys got to be pretty stoked. Let's head back in the day with Legends and Heroes. And if you guys haven't had a chance, you got to cruise through Legends and Heroes and see all the throwback bikes and their little trailer with all the memorabilia out. This is always super cool and a popular stop in the pits. Definitely not one of the biggest draws, but you'll see a lot of the old schoolers cruising through here talking about, "Oh, I used to have that bike back in the day." So Walty had to take a lap through there. It was pretty cool. I always appreciate the Legends and Heroes. Let's go ahead and walk through this trailer and see what's up.
Like Chuck's son.
No, I never heard that before.
I know. I'm Walty. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Check this.
Not quite one like mine. That's like a bullseye. I had one of these when they first came out, the PRO MOTO.
All right, now that we've taken a little spin through a memory lane, let's head back out into the pits and make our way back to the stadium so we can get ready to find our seats and get ready for the night show, because the roost is about to fly. Make sure you bring your tear-offs because it's about to get gladiator games at Anaheim 1. And on our way back, we got to peek our head in on Mitch and the boys. And here we go, Garrett Marchbank's bike getting wrenched on. He had a bad night, by the way. It wasn't horrible. It wasn't great. Poor Mitch Payton. He just can't get a break. This used to be the powerhouse team and still definitely capable of being the powerhouse team again. But unfortunately, Star Racing is just a little bit much to deal with. All right, here we go. Now we're headed back into the stadium, heading up the ramp to club seating. That's right, boom, that's how we're doing it. It was pretty epic, I have to admit. Club seating, the only way to fly, in my opinion. Now, we saw some Walty Wanderers fans. These dudes, super cool, came from Washington, and I was asking them, like, dude, okay, who's going to win tonight? Who do you want to win? Who do you think's going to win? Everybody thought Jet Lawrence if they had to bet, but everybody was either cheering for Sexton or Tomac. Tomac clearly was the crowd favorite, and I hate to say it, Jetson was not really getting much love out there. No hate, but not just a lot of love. Here's some other dudes. These dudes, I believe, from Washington as well. Again, they were like, what's up, man? Walter, you got to cruise out to Washington and ride. We were having a really good time. But let's take our seats and settle in for some of the night's action. Of course, we got to get ready for the national anthem, always first. And here in Anaheim, California, the patriotism was running strong. One of the things I found curious was the only 250 rider to be introduced during opening ceremonies was, in fact, Danger Boy Deeks. Now, one of the other things that I found curious as they were doing all the opening ceremonies, introducing all the main dudes and the heavy hitters and the riders, they saved, of course, Jetson for last. And each rider that got introduced, of course, up on the Jumbotron, they would be playing some music and showing some clips of them and hyping them up a little bit. But when they got to Jetson, they did something I found really curious. In fact, you would have felt like a complete a-hole if you had booed Jetson because they played him when he was a little kid. Footage of him when he was a little kid. Like, who's going to boo a little kid? They saw this coming. They made sure that nobody was going to boo Jetson, and they orchestrated a media piece that would pretty much cater to it. Let's go ahead and listen in to some of the opening ceremonies together right now. Hunter Lawrence, he really didn't get booed. He didn't get cheered for it. It was kind of crickets for our boy, Hunter. That was pretty much it for opening ceremonies. I will say this, out of all the songs played, they played the Adolescents old school punk rock for, I believe, Bam Bam Barsha, one of the highlights for Walty. Now, while we still have actual motorcycles with engines in them, let's go ahead and listen to some of the gate drops. 250 qualifying heat 1 up first.
Hometown crowd, so we gotta put on a show, right? So
Yeah, good start. It was cool battle with Colt too. Obviously his first Supercross, so yeah, that was fun. And yeah, now the main event to come, so we'll see how she goes.
Danger Boy clearly won and pretty much mopped everybody up in his heat race. Not so well in the main. We'll get there soon. All the heat racing and LCQs were pretty entertaining, I must admit, but let's go ahead and check out the gate drops for both main events in the 250s and the 450s and listen to some of the sounds and sights of Supercross. First up, the 250s. Buckle up and strap in as we're about to drop the gate. See Danger Boy hits the deck, but he bounces up and charges through the field with a bullet head helmet, no visor, like a boss, coming back for a 5th place, salvaging points, getting ready for San Diego next weekend, where he plans to come out swinging. Now the 450 gate drop, where all eyes were, of course, on Jet Lawrence, where all the fantasy picks had him for the win. Now, Eli Tomac comes out firing, gets the whole shot, goes for the lead, and then lays it down on the first lap, but makes a great charge back through the pack himself. Not so good for Jet Lawrence. 2 crashes at the back of the pack. This dude had a horrible night. Let's go ahead and take a look at the gate drop and the first part of lap 1 in the 450s before we wrap this baby up. And that was basically it from Angel Stadium of Anaheim. A1, a good night of racing, to say the least. It was nice to see Danger Boy actually not get away with the win, because now he's got a little bit to work for, and our boy Jet Lawrence really has his work cut out for him. Eli Tomac and Chase Sexton definitely came to play. It's going to go down to the wire. We got a lot to talk about this week, you guys, a lot to cover and break apart some of these riders, what we can expect. A lot of drama is going to unfold. This could be a huge, huge season. But it's time for Walty to jump back on the 405 and the 5 and the 101 freeway and bring this thing home and get back to work. But it was a lot of fun. A little look through downtown Los Angeles for you guys. If you appreciate the content, please give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you, homies. Also, jump over to Instagram, inbox, or follow me there. Our boy Cooksey put me on blast in there, like, how'd they let you in? They won't let me in there, bro. Sorry, Cooksey, dude. Next time, dude, you'll get in. Don't worry about it. You just gotta, fly under the radar a little bit, dog. Anyway, love you guys. Hope you guys are out there enjoying your life, keeping it real, keeping it pinned. Don't go over the bars, and we'll see you on the next video.